Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today was day -1 of the Paris Olympics. Why? Because tomorrow is the official opening ceremony. But even before that, certain sporting events like the football matches going on takes place. One of the prominent ones was the archery ranking rounds, and Indian archers, both men's and women's, started with a bang. So let's have a look at them. Number 1, the men's team. The men's Indian Recurve Archery Team comprises of the talented Dheeraj Bomadevra, the veteran Tarundeep Rai and Praveen Jadhav. All three of them shot amazingly today, and the whole men's team finished at number 3 in the rankings, just behind Korea and France. And that gives a huge advantage because the Indian men's team directly qualifies for the quarterfinal, and they will face a lower ranked team. And hopefully, if they perform to their potential, they should definitely reach the semi-finals and will be in contention for a medal. And they will avoid the best in the world in recurve archery, which is South Korea, till the finals. And not only that, even for the individual, especially for Dheeraj Bomadevra, because he finished 4th overall, so he will get relatively easier matches and will face tougher opponents later in the individual events of the archery. So that's a great news for Indian Recurve Archery, which have traditionally over the years have underperformed. We will talk about that a bit later in the video. Now let's talk about our talented women's team. They also performed exceptionally well today and finished 4th, just missed by a whisker behind Mexico as 3rd. The reason I'm saying it because South Korea, as we all know, powerhouse of archery, they finished 1st, followed by China, Mexico and then India. What that says is, again, Indian women's team, which comprises of the veteran Deepika Kumari, Ankita Bhakat, who finished 11th. That will help her in individual round a lot as well. And along with her, there is Bhajan Kaur. So all three of them performed very well today, and being 4th, of course they qualified directly for the quarterfinal, but if they win their quarterfinal, they will face Korea, the mighty South Korea, in the semi-finals. But still, they will definitely play for a medal if they manage to win the quarterfinals. So that's great news coming from the archery field. Along with that, in the mixed event where Dheeraj Bomadevra and Ankita Bhagat will pair up, they overall Indian mixed team finished 5th. So they will have to play an additional match, of course, because they did not finish in top 4, and they might face China in the quarters if qualified Korea in the semis. Let's hope that they do well because both are exceptionally talented, and on a given day anything can happen in the recurve archery because the distance or between the top archers in the world is very little. So it all depends on the given day. Now, so this result is very prominent in a way because Indian archers have always performed very well on the world stage other than Olympics so far, and deliberately I left archery in my top 10 Olympic Indian sports and associated moments, my previous video. If you haven't checked it out, do check it out. I'll put the link in the description where I talked about all the important sports of India, which included hockey, the track and field events like javelin throw and running, and then wherever we performed really well, like shooting, boxing, wrestling, badminton, and so on and so forth. But I did not talk about archery because although all of these names which I took, they performed very well in the world events, World Cups, World Championships. Recently in the Shanghai World Cup, they won medals, all these big names. But they have always underperformed in the Olympics. But finally, they seem to do well in the Olympics. Fingers crossed. Let's cheer for them. Let's hope some of them, if not all, bring medals for our country. Now, another point which I said that I will come back to is recurve versus compound. And there is no compound archery in Olympics. And in compound archery, India are the world champions. Likes of Aditi, Ojas, they are world champions. Our teams are world champions. And in the 2023 World Championship of Archery, which contains both recurve and compound, because of India's domination in compound, India even finished the highest on the points table, ahead of even South Korea. Unfortunately, there is no compound archery in the Olympics. There is only recurve archery, where of course South Korea is the powerhouse. But India, not too far behind. So I guess these countries like South Korea, China, India, Mexico, Italy, USA to some extent. So there is very little gap between them in the recurve archery. And let's hope that the underperformance of the Indian archers over the years in Olympics finally comes to an end and we back that elusive medal, and probably more than one, in this Olympics. And what's the difference between recurve and compound? I think there is something to many people are confused about. So I would just briefly explain that the bows are of course different. Recurve bow versus compound bow. The compound bow has more mechanical parts. There is more help in that. So the only thing you have to do is to focus and aim, which is the priority. While in recurve, you have to, your whole body, you need more body strength and more body posture and all of that. So in Olympics, they say that more mechanical parts, more aid in compound. That's why they don't use compound. They just somehow say that it's not to the full spirit of Olympics. I don't agree to that. I think compound archery should also be in the Olympics, but let's see if that happens. I mean, the compound bow was invented in US, still in LA Olympics. I'm listening that it's not going to take place. Anyway, that's for later. So let's cheer our Indian archers. Both men's and women's team have qualified for quarterfinals. So they are one win away each, both teams, from contesting for a medal, because reaching a semi-final means if they win, they are guaranteed of a gold or silver. If they lose, they will play for the bronze medal. And at the same time, mixed team of the talented Ankita Bhagat and Dheeraj Bommadevra also have a chance, although their draw is slightly difficult because they finished 5th overall. And at the same time, Dheeraj Bommadevra, by virtue of finishing 4th in the individuals, watch out for him, he has a chance as well. So day -1 was exceptional for India in terms of archery, and let's hope this very promising beginning really takes off for India in this Paris Olympics. Thanks a lot for watching my video. Do subscribe, like, share, comment, and support me. Thanks a lot.